Tovageris! Naiton me vatas! Keleti! Zadrizes gustaris costaur.
It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agreed to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie. But what do we have left once we abandon the lie? Chaos. A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all. Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder.
Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I think it's working. Yeah, let's do this. We're just going to be, like I say, guys, tonight is just a quick chat. Your thoughts, my thoughts quickly after the episode. Yeah, audio is good. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Umpty, for letting me know. Thanks, Poppin. Guys, what did you think of this episode? Episode 6 was a good one, right? They definitely moved the plot forward. They've definitely done that. I know Mitchie messaged me. Love the message I got from Mitchie. 100% I know all this bullshit started now. Alicent and Rhaenyra couldn't love each other, and everyone is sleeping with sloppy seconds to fulfill their needs. Jeez. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. Oh, I bet Jeremy was smiling at this episode. One of his predictions did come true this episode. Yeah. Best episode yet. I can see why. I can see why. Yeah, very well done. Very well done on that one. You got that one spot. You really did. Just move that. Yeah. Oh, episode is good. Surprising in the hug moment. Wink, wink. Bro. I don't know what to say about that. I really don't know. Like I said, it's different. That isn't book stuff at all. Like Rhaenyra and Mysaria. Like that was, yeah. What did I say in my notes? Lesbian lovers. Wow, I did not see that coming, but I'm kind of down for it. That's what I put. He got one right. He got one right, Mitchie. Love it, love it. Oh, right. Let's just quickly go through these notes that I've got here. I literally just wrote little things down. So we saw the Golden Tooth at the very beginning. We were talking about the Golden Tooth, and we see that castle, which is a lot of gold is there, and that's one of the fortresses of the Lannisters. It's where Beesbury lives. If anybody remembers Beesbury, he was the old man on the council for the Greens that got his head smashed in at the table by Sir Criston Cole. That's where his family lives, at that castle, and obviously they've caused war because he's dead. So yeah, it's not very good against the Lannisters. That was also the place of the first battle of the Five Roses, a little bit closer to the Game of Thrones timeline. There will be obviously more battles to come on the way to that. And that place with the Golden Tooth, that is the first place of one of the battles of the Five Roses. So that's definitely going to come into play more. It looked brilliant. Absolutely looked fantastic. Let me check on with chat. Let's see. I literally shouted at that moment, no way, no, really, no way. Love it. Definitely. I was like, what's going on here? And then she started kissing her neck. I was like, no way. No way. That scene reinforces Mitchie's theory that all this started over the lost love of Alicent and Rhaenyra. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of understanding of the characters this episode. I feel like we got a lot from Alison with her talking with Gwaine and understanding that Dayron was a nice, kind, caring person, which was the complete opposite to Aegon and Aemond, and that was because that he wasn't brought up with her evil love, I guess, because that's what she's provided them. So yeah, it was loved it. Loved Alice taking care of business. Yep. Yeah, Daeron the Daring. Exactly, Francis. Yeah, Alice was. What I liked about this episode was Alice is all the way through these. Alice has been thought. You could play on your mind as to whether she's real or whether Damon is just seeing her, because nobody really interacted with her until this episode when you hear Simon Strong actually confirm that that Alice had tried to help Grover Tully before he died. And yeah, so that was good. And I think that was why Damon was crying, because he realized that she was real. Maybe I'm not sure, but definitely I now feel like Harrenhal is giving Damon the dreams, and having Viserys back. What did you guys think about having Viserys back? That was cool, right? Loved it. Yeah, the Barn Owl. I do need to rewatch it. I was annoyed at the start. I skipped the intro because I wanted to try and get here as quick as I could. I do believe that there was a change in the intro. They did depict the battle at Rook's Rest with Maelys and Sunfire down. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but yeah, that was definitely in there. Yeah, effing loved having the king back. So good, right? But he's sat there on the throne and he's saying, you laughed at me with your whores and your lick spittles. It's such a good fucking line. Like, if I ever meet Paddy Considine, that is the quote I'm getting on my Funko Pop or my poster or whatever I get when I get him signed. It is, laughing with your whores and your lick spittles. That is the quote I want. Yeah, new things in the tapestry, says Francis. Definitely. And I love what you said in the chat earlier, Francis. I'm gonna take that. I know that's a Game of Thrones reference, but what did you say? You said you were a bit too early for the council. Yeah, I like that you come here and you think that you feel like this is a council meeting. That's a good feeling. Thank you. I appreciate all of you, being here and hanging out with me and waiting. I know I was late, so I don't know what the issue is, but HBO, for some reason, wasn't allowing my American friend Poppin to share it backstage. Like Headless would usually do that, and then Headless went on holiday, and so I had to wait for the episode to drop. But I thank Poppin for even trying, because I know that I took him off his couch in the living room and he went out into the garage for me. And he set it all up, and it just black screened us. I got the intro and then it black screened me, and I was like, I feel so bad for Poppin, and I was also angry at myself. So I had to wait to download it. That's why I'm a little bit late, but I'm here, right? I'm here. We're going to go for about 20 minutes. We've already been on for 10. So get your really important questions in. Remember, we are going to be back tomorrow. This is just a teaser for tomorrow's live stream. I'm going to be doing my my slideshows again. As soon as I get off here, I'll be working on the slideshows. But let's go through it. Yeah, I did see in the comment lions. I loved that little business. Just that little lion in a cage to symbolize the Lannisters, and that was fucking brilliant. Yeah, I agree, Poppin. It was bullshit, wasn't it? But no, I really appreciate you even trying. So thank you very much. Yeah, for some reason, if you don't know, because I live in the UK, HBO Max is not available to me in my region. Now, I probably could use a VPN, and I probably should use a VPN, but my PC is whack. So to do all that, I need a better PC. But we'll sort it. I'm managing to get through it. Right, let's go through these. So yeah, Golden 2, 4 of the 5 Roses. So Stefan tries to take Sea Smoke. Such a brave man. So Stefan Darkland, he was honored by Queen Rhaenyra, and he took the knee, and yeah, he went for Sea Smoke. What were you guys thinking with that? Jeremy, I know that you had your prediction that Adam was going to take him, but what did you think about Sea Smoke? Will we see more lineup to claim dragons like Sir Stefan, or will the others choose their riders like Sea Smoke did? Very good question. So, I don't remember Sea Smoke ever choosing Adam in the book. I really don't remember that. I'm sure Adam was in line, like a lot of people that were expecting. That yes, to answer your question, yes, we will see more people trying to claim dragons. there are more dragon seeds that are right under your nose that you haven't got a clue about. Like Sir Stefan, I don't think any of you knew that Sir Stefan was even going to get a tempt. And Adam was, chose by Sea Smoke. I liked what they did with that. It was interesting. But yeah, you'll see more. To answer your question, you will see more. Maybe more on the green side, maybe more on the red, on the black side. We'll see. We'll see. There was some stuff with Helena in this episode. I am going to keep very quiet on some stuff. Sea Smoke, sniff, sniff. This is my rider, lol. Yeah, Sea Smoke looks so good though, right? And Sea Smoke looks so close to Drogon. It's like a white version of Drogon, Daenerys' dragon. But yeah, loved it. Loved it. Did he choose Adam because they're half brothers? Because they are half brothers. Adam and Laenor, do you mean? Because Laenor was his rider, and then Laenor swam away into the sea. But yeah, I would say Adam is related to Laenor because he's the same. They're stepbrothers. Yeah, they're half brothers. Yeah, that's correct, Bobbin. Yeah. Oh, I know who's riding 2 of the remaining dragons. No doubt in my mind. Message me on Instagram, Jeremy. I'd love to know your predictions if you don't want to put them in the chat. I won't confirm or deny. I like playing that little game, but we'll find out. We'll definitely find out. I thought it was very good, but it was a good way to do it as Sea Smoke because they will show them that it really is possible. After Sir Stefan failed. Yeah, that's correct. That's a good analogy. That's a good thought. It will show Rhaenyra because Rhaenyra was earlier on in the episode. She was saying that she doesn't feel like she can win this war. She's got baby dragons, and none of them are going to be able to go against Vhagar. And then she came with Sea Smoke in that episode. It's interesting how they ended it as well because Rhaenyra's done absolutely nothing, and I didn't expect her to do anything because she doesn't do anything in the book. She just goes fatter and fatter, and she stays on Dragonstone, and everyone else fights her war. So to see her actually getting off her fucking arse and getting on that dragon and going and seeing what's going on with Sea Smoke was a good thing for me. I really like that. Really. I think Rhaenyra is about to get one, especially the wild one at the Vale. So does anyone remember me talking about wild dragons? I've mentioned the wild dragons before on previous live streams. There are definitely dragons, and I was interested to see which one we were going to get. I think I kind of know. There was a couple of hints as to which we were going to get. But yeah, very interesting. Correct me, Ryan. Can Dany only control 2 riderless dragons because the dragons thought she was their mom? Yes. Yes. Because she birthed them in the fires. When she came out of that fire, that was the magic spell that was put on her by the witch and Drogon's, because she lost her child and Khal Drogo. And then it's a bit obviously it's a bit weird, Again, it's what Dan and David did in the show compared to obviously what George R. R. Martin's probably going to do in his book if he ever finishes it. I did see somebody on Instagram today said that George R. R. Martin got a little bit upset because of one of the images. One of the dragons had 4 legs, and he made it very clear that that's not the case in his world. His dragons have 2 legs. And somebody said every day we should add a leg just to piss him off so that he finishes his book quick enough. Because we all want that book. But yeah, I don't know if we're going. I really don't know if we're going to get it. Loved seeing the white stubble on Alan's head. Yes, love that too. Him shaving his head, and obviously it's a clear sign of his birthright and who he is. Just reading my Instagram messages that somebody sent to me. Interesting. Yeah, so Mitchie just says to me about Helena. She picked up on Helena when she was talking with the birds in the cages, and one of them wasn't singing. Yeah, thanks, Mitchie. You literally just got that as I mentioned it. Oh, Helena and her cages. Yeah. Helena was listening to the cages, the birds tweeting. That's all I'll say. Interesting. There was another scene with Helena that I absolutely lost my fucking mind over. That I'm not going to say anything else. Just, oh my God. Yeah, and there is literally there's there in my notes there is a shocked emoji face. So just know that is in there. Okay, the townsfolk of King's Landing talk of the feast that is apparently being said in the castle, which is obviously it's all lies because they weren't having that many feasts, were they? Rosaria also says that there are people who may try to be dragon riders, and we see Rhaenyra with a sword, which is obviously mimicking Visenya, who she tries to be, which obviously she can't be because Visenya was a lot of a more of a badass than her, and I hope we do see that. I did see, I think it was IGN shared that Aegon's Conquest was being under production, so that means that we're going to be going even further back to when Aegon's Conquest and his sister wives. That I personally will be the best ever show. House of the Dragon is fantastic, but I'd rather go back to the start. But then they need to stop because I don't want it to get the Star Wars treatment. The small folk grow restless with no food. The enemy within is more insidious, said Larys. I like that one. Larys says that there is a matter of the hand being named by Aemond. Aemond tricks him and says, Larys, I'll leave it up to you. And Larys thinks he's getting it, calls him a toad. And we get to bring Otto Hightower back. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about Otto Hightower returning as Aemond's hand? I'd be interested to think. But I miss Otto, personally. Otto is one of my favourite characters in the show. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, there's 8 of you in the chat. Like, thank you very much, guys. It's 4:30 in the morning on a Sunday. I can't believe I do this shit. Oh, God. Notes. Where were we? Otto is bringing Alicent's son, says Mitchie. Okay. I like that thought. That's a good one. Aegon woke for a moment to consciousness, says Maelys. He may live yet, says Master Malos. He may live yet, thank the gods. Thank the gods for Bessie. One of my favourite parts was Aemond shushing the king like a baby, and he was resting over him, and he had the ball on his chest. It's like he's looking for any moment to take his strike. And I like that he's calling himself the Prince Regent and not the King Regent. That was interesting. LSAP says, I think Otto will have another son in tow when he comes back. Daeron, okay. You think they are setting up Daeron in the next episode, knowing that he is now 10 and 6 in age, new character in the show? Let me think. No. I personally don't think we'll see Daeron until next season. I could be completely wrong, but they've really slowed down the pace. They were rushing the pace quite a lot at the start of this season. We got to Rook's Rest at episode 5. I think Rook's Rest probably could have been episode 6 or 7. I think it was actually 4. Sorry, Rook's Rest, was that 4? I might be mistaken, but I think it could have been an extra couple of episodes later. We could have had the sacking of Duskendale as an episode, and then we could have had the last 2 episodes to lead out. So I really don't know, because now we're on Dragon Seeds, and I thought Dragon Seeds might have been completed this week, but it's not. It's definitely going to be going on to next week. There are more Dragon Seeds that need to claim dragons, so that'll be again next week, and then there's a key event that will most probably lead us to the end of this season. I don't know if I want to take bets on whether Daeron's going to be in it this season. That's an interesting question. Thank you. My personal opinion is no. I think we've had a name drop. I think we might get more name drops, maybe, or even. I think Otto might return and talk about him. I'm not sure if Otto is going to come back with him. Well, I'll say that. We'll see. We will see. Rhaena talks with Joffrey, and she notices that there is some burnt grass and land area around her, giving her thought to believe that there is a wild dragon in the area. I again have mentioned that dragon. There's the cannibal, there's the sheep stealer, and Grey Ghost. They're the 3 wild dragons that are around at the Dance of the Dragons and around at this time. It'd be very interesting. I know Ryan Condal did say that we were going to see, I think, 8 more dragons this season compared to last. So yeah, we should definitely see one of those three. I won't say who. Yeah, I won't mention on that message from Jeremy, but yeah, I completely agree. There's ways though. There's ways. You'll see. Prince Reggio was mentioned, so this was a key part. So Prince Reggio was a character I didn't think we would see. He's a guy of quite voluptuous, colourful clothing. He's quite a big guy with purple eyes, and yeah, we might see him. I know that he didn't look like himself in season 1 when he was talking with Daemon and his wife. He didn't look like himself, so but he is accepted the letter for Rhaena to go over with the babies, so that's interesting. So that does confirm what Rhaenyra did ask her to do, was to go take the dragons to the Vale and then go on with Joffrey and protect the babies over in Essos or Pentos. Sorry. So yeah, I bet she did. I bet she did. But she said, "I want one" when she saw the baby dragon. Yeah, just remember they're not always babies, and they grow to be absolutely huge things. Yeah. Did you see the little dragon playing with Rhaenyra's son with them? Yeah. I'm trying to think of the name of that dragon. I said it last week. Yeah, it's not come to me. It's not come to me. Right, we're over my 20 minutes, so we will go for a little bit longer, and then I will get ready to start work on this one. No word from Ser Otto Hightower. House Beesbury wage war against the Hightower host Lannisters. Alicent is sorry, she says to Aegon, which is a little bit too late for me now. Gwaine was 8 when he was held at Old Town, and he was the oldest of the sons, so that's why obviously he was a late addition to the show. He talks about Daeron. He says that he was 16 years old, clever, handsome, kind. Alicent didn't provide any of those facts to him. That's why he is the way he is. Helena says that the birds stopped singing, crying emojis. Hugh Hammer and the small folk rush for Rhaenyra's gift. What did you think to the Rhaenyra's gift? That was a cool little thing that she did, right? And obviously Mysaria helped her with that. So that is a book thing. Rhaenyra does send food on boats to help the small folk of King's Landing, because she knows that it isn't their fault that they're in this war. But obviously Mysaria is never involved and doesn't do any of that. Of course, in the book, you don't know that Mysaria is involved. Just all you know is Mysaria was never seen again after the Ratcatcher thing with Blood and Cheese. So that was very interesting. You could use the baby dragon as a flamethrower. I thought it was gesturing for a little fire breath. Yeah, could have been. Kind of answered the question about Rhaenyra's trip. Vale first, then Pentos. Yeah, drop the dragons off and then go to Pentos with the babies. Such a smart move to get the locals on her side and start civil unrest. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, definitely. It was very, very good. Charles, I really would 2 for 1. Oh, no, that's bad. I could just imagine Mitchie tying one up in the back garden. Tying a dragon up in the back garden. Taking it to Walmart to go and get her daily groceries. So I'm not going to say what that note is, because that is a big spoiler. The next one was the riot ensues. Larys stops Aegon from getting the milk of the poppy. Very interesting that Larys is still in control of the king, even though because the king can't do anything. Daemon is still haunted. So what do you guys think of Daemon? Daemon has done absolutely nothing for 3 weeks apart from repent for the sins of his past and face what he's done and face how evil of a person that he's been. You know, he had conversations with young Rhaenyra and how he corrupted her, because he did corrupt her. He took her to the brothels, didn't he? And he tried to get his way with her and then stopped, and all of this ensued. You know, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, clueless when this was dropped. The gifts has been sent. What gift? Yeah. So clueless when this was dropped. The gifts have been sent. So they spoke about that when she was holding the sword. When she was holding the sword and Mysaria came into the room and she was talking to her, she said there are more ways that we can do this. There are more ways to get people on your side. So Massaria was a very big key in this, and obviously no wonder why she got a tongue tied up at the end of the episode. Tying up, no chance. I'll lose my spot in the house before that dragon slept outside. Oh, I like that. I like that. You'd let the dragon sleep inside. That's nice. Yeah. Imagine how big it's going to get, though. It's going to be crazy. He's going to sleep with that witch, says Mitchie. Interesting. Damon's going to sleep with the witch. Wait, he might have already, though. Remember? He did sleep with his mother. Was he just dreaming in that point, or was he actually sleeping with somebody else? Damon tried to leave, and that witch brought him back. Yep. She did. She did indeed. It's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously Damon's being pulled over by Alice, and now Rhaenyra's being completely sidetracked and distracted by Mysaria. So, yeah, I wonder how that relationship's going to go. So Lord Grover is dead. Simon mentions Alice Rivers, so we can now confirm that she's a real character and she's not in Damon's head. Sea Smoke chooses Adam. Question mark, question mark, question mark. So that I don't know if I'm happy with. I guess he would have known. He would have known. They've been laying the Easter eggs for absolute weeks. Jeremy was literally spot on that one. I think Jeremy got that from the trailer of season 2 before the show even came out. I remember the trailer dropping and Jeremy having that thought that he's going to claim that dragon, which was a big one. He soothed his ego. She soothed his ego. Yeah, she did. The boats were turned away by the Greens, says Mysaria. So the small folk got a bit of food, but not all of it. Rhaenyra thinks that she cannot win. Interesting. Even Jace questions her, which I'm interested with Jace this season. He is slowly losing respect for his mother by every episode, I feel, which is a very interesting. What I don't like about it is she told him about the Song of Ice and Fire. She gave him that information. If he knew that in the book when he goes on his merry trip, when she sends both sons away at the very beginning, he goes to Winterfell to talk to Cregan Stark. The Song of Ice and Fire. He should have told Cregan Stark. And in the books, it elaborates more that he spends more time in Winterfell. And there's even rumours that he gets married to a lady called Sarah Snow, who is a bastard of Winterfell. And his dragon lays a clutch of eggs at Winterfell and all this kind of stuff. This is what Mushroom says in the book. And they've left all of that out. And I feel like that would have been very good detail to be added in to work with Jace this season with his disloyalty that's growing, I feel. So yeah, it's definitely building with Jace. I love him. He's literally him. Jace to me is my favorite character in this show right now. I also put in my comments, where the hell is Corlys at? He was just named Hand of the King last episode and we hardly see him this week. He talks to the boys and that's it. Like, we need to see more Corlys in my eyes. Mysaria speaks of her father having his pleasure of her. So I always believed that she was a slave of Pentos. So I guess not. Maybe, she was a slave to her father. And her father put a baby in her, which is absolutely fucking disgusting. But that's Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon, welcome to it. And yeah, so she mutilated herself, or he mutilated her, and she can't have babies anymore. Crazy. And then my last one is lesbian lovers. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Corlys was at the council meeting, but where is he around the castle? Like, Rhaenyra was walking around doing all these things and talking with Mysaria constantly and having this time to, do a little bit of hanky-panky in there and stuff. And it's like, where's Corlys? You'd think he would be by her side. Rhaenys was always around. I don't know. Yeah, Corlys is a little bit... He's going down the ranks for me on this season, but I'm sure he will go back up. Alice will counsel Daemon. Not a good idea, but after a while, we have a new Lord Paramount, and Alice was there to help the old man connect that demon. Huh? Yeah, Daemon. Yeah, we saw the young lad last week, Oscar Tully. I think it was Oscar Tully. Yeah, because the Oscar, Grover, Kermit, they were the Muppets. George R. R. Martin named them after the Muppets. Mitchie says, usually when the character in Dragon shows up twice in a scene, it means something. Usually when a character / dragon shows up twice in a scene, it means something. Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. One of Rhaenyra's council is on his way to Harrenhal. I'm just curious what he accomplishes and reports back. Oh yeah, that's correct. I can't speak on that because that is a spoiler, unfortunately. we will talk on it more. Corliss was at that council meeting. He was, right, guys. I've been live for 30 minutes, and I don't want to keep you guys much longer. This was just initially a quick review, twice as long as last week. But yeah, you were all here, so if you guys are here and you guys want to talk to me, then we'll be here. I appreciate you all very much. Please, this is now your time to put your score for the episode in the chat. Out of 10, if you can. If you want to go over 10, then I know that you absolutely love this episode more than anything itself. We will commence tomorrow, Francis. Yeah, the meeting council will commence tomorrow at 1 a.m. UK, and that would be 7 p.m. Central. I think that's an hour earlier than usual. 7 p.m. Central. Hopefully we'll be joined by Pop in Missouri, but if not, we'll be here still holding the fort down. Life comes first as always. 11 out of 10 for Poppin. Please, LSAPC, everybody bring your council balls tomorrow. HBO, if you're watching, please bring some of those things out. I actually meant to share this screen. I don't know if my laptop's going to let me do it, but my PC, sorry. So this is my HBO page, guys. I wanted to say thank you to all you guys because you guys get me here. So this is Warner Brothers Discovery, and I can log into this, and then I get all these images for season 6, episode 6. I got these on Thursday. I wanted to share all these with you. These will be included tomorrow in the slideshow, along with some other images that we have got. But yeah, and this is what's very good about this thing is I can go here and go to season 1, and it will load me everything from season 1, every episode. I go to season 2, and again I get episodes, and I think I get these on a Thursday. So yeah, they're very, very cool, and they are the 4K images that get included in the slideshow. Thank you guys, because you guys are here, you're supporting me, and I got accepted into the press program for them, so I really, really appreciate it. Cool, let's check out these scores, shall we? Umpty says 10 out of 10. Poppin says 11 out of 10. Jeremy, 15 out of 10. Love it. All right, we shall see each other tomorrow. Yes, Francis, thank you very much, sir. You are dismissed from council. Have a good evening. Have a good day. We will see you tomorrow, sharp and early. Make sure your armor is polished and shiny. Thank you, sir. I've got Jeremy's balls in my purse. Oh, Mitchie, yeah, you need to give them back to him now and again. You definitely need to. Sorry, Jeremy, she says. All right, guys. Well, my score is 10 out of 10. Again, this episode is fantastic. I said that it was going to get better. I knew the Dragon Seeds were coming. I knew they were going to be lining up. I didn't think we were going to get 2 episodes out of Dragon Seeds, but we are. We're getting 2 episodes. So I am super, super thrilled for that. I'll be here again tomorrow, like I said, 7 o'clock Central. And yeah, we'll be talking about it. We're breaking it down. So please join me at the Council of Milky. That's what we'll call it. If anyone has a better name for that, then come up with it. And again, this is your 20-hour notice for meme of the week. Get your meme sent to me over on Instagram at RyanMilky14, and they will be included in this week's meme of the week. She lets me play with one every. Love it. Great. I wonder what color they would be. Mine's obviously going to be white. My name's Milky. But yeah, guys, I will raise my skinny can of Coke to you guys and say thank you very much for this evening. I love you all. It's been an honor and a pleasure to talk with you. Instant reaction after the episode. My name's been Ryan. You guys have been my council members, and we will see you tomorrow night. Good night, guys.